Hello everyone, welcome to the channel, and welcome back to Satisfactory and to an upgraded factory and layout, and you know, I improved it in between. Look at me go, I'm such a good little lad doing stuff. And you know, a few things we did. Number one, look, we have a ticket machine, an awesome shop, and we've got a we have an awesome sink here, finally. So we got some coupons that we can print out. I'm not really fussed to buy anything from the shop, but for your information, should you be interested in knowing what's in here, we've got, you know, boxes, management, foundations, walls, architecture, customizer, specials, equipment, parts, you know. No, that's the equipment. There we go. The little factory cart is something we could buy at some point. Of course we will. And same with a few of these things too, but for the time being, I'm just going to leave it alone. But that's there now. That's there. As well, you'll see in the top right, we are almost done phase 1, and in fact, I believe we could finish off phase 1 right now if I just had enough metal rods. Okay, here we go. Enough metal rods. Let's just throw those in there and launch that off. I don't remember what this is unlocking.
Milestone reached.
There you go. We get her
conveyor
speaking already.
belts and conveyor lifts are now accessible. To encourage additional verticality, conveyor poles now have a stackable variant.
Very good. So we've unlocked some stuff. That would be under this one here. So we got Mark IIs, conveyor poles, and conveyor lifts. Now, let me just select a new milestone there. Okay, great. Yes, my confusion, sorry. That was a milestone. We've got an objective complete phase 1. So something else I did, you'll see we've got concrete flowing into the system. I built a new concrete factory all the way over there. I had set up another factory of sorts off in the distance as well. I think that is Caterium. Currently not actually producing anything yet because I didn't want to do it without you. And then I had set up this little factory friend here. So what this is doing is we were assembling and putting together rotors and the reinforced iron plates. And down here, I had been building out some of the smart plating. Now, I'm pretty sure we built out all of the smart plating we need. Yes, we did. There we go. And I'm just going to go and drop it off in here. So, you know, it was just kind of that slow in-between work. I didn't need you folks to be sitting here watching. Oh, yes, that's right. This is how I was going to do it. I was going to dump it in there. I'm actually going to... I changed my mind. I have a better plan. Let me do that. And... let me put in instead a storage unit, and I'll do this kind of manually for now. So green on this side, there we go. And we're gonna just put in, no, not deconstruct, we're just gonna put the 50 in here. Boom. And then build. I'm pushing the wrong buttons here. Build a conveyor. And right into there. So the 50 are in there, and they will just truck on into phase 1 there. So we'll just let that do its thing. Also, as well, let's just look at the cost here. So we are in need of the reinforced iron plates. So what I'm going to do to make our lives a smidge easier is I will allow those to run. But I'm going to put some storage in for those plates. Alright, so currently just having them kind of pump in on this side. I know, again, not a perfect system. We'll probably adjust it in a little bit. But my main issue was that this was taking all of the iron rods and everything that I had created, and it was consuming them all. So I just needed to hold off for a little bit. As well, you can see top right, we're completing phase 1. Holy shit, so early, so quick. Look at that go. Is it going to shoot it off without my attention? Maybe I need to jump down there and give it a little bit back. Ah, yes, okay, and seal. And then do I have to push send, or does it send by itself? No, you're good. Boom, send. Ah, look at it go. Hello? Oh, this is kind of scary. Ah, look at that. Off it goes. Huh. All right. So, all right, we've got another objective there. Objective complete phase 2. So the pod's going to return in about 30 seconds. Let me go back up here so we can see what we've managed to unlock. I'm actually kind of surprised she hasn't said anything yet, because we just unlocked a bunch of stuff. Hello. Very good that you're coming back. I really appreciate that. Oh, there. That's now back where it's supposed to be. Is that just says complete phase 2? Really? But we've unlocked tier 3 and tier 4 now. I am genuinely surprised she has nothing to say about it, but you know what? It is what it is. It's fine. I'll be here. What I would love is this coal power, so that we could unlock some pipelines. We can unlock coal, fluid buffers. Ooh, very fun. There's also vehicles we can do, so tractors, which we can set on auto, not loops, but auto runs. More weapons, and then advanced production. MK2 miner, very good. Expanded power, so we could have some power storage. I actually didn't know about these. I don't think I've ever seen these before, so that's new. Hyper tubes, which are really, really fun. And then more Mark III stuff and some other improvements. So I think let's focus right now on coal. I think coal would be a really effective thing to get started with. And I even have a good portion of what I need already. Actually, we could just do coal right now. And launch. Coal power. Unlocked.
Milestone reached. Coal is an improved alternative power source to biomass and can be fully automated if provided water with the new pipeline buildings and power throughout the initial setup. Coal has been added to the resource scanner.
Okay.
Note,
cool.
Ensure the close proximity of water to the coal production line. Note, pumps will aid in vertical transport of fluids through pipes. Note, throughput and volume indicators are added to each pipe section automatically.
Great. Okay, I'm glad that we've had that conversation. I will admit I totally forgot that we were going to need to deal with water for those. I know we were unlocking water and I was kind of like, that's weird. But yeah, that is a good reminder. So let me just see here. What else should we be focusing on as well? You know, this one's not bad. Do I even have the pipes unlocked yet? No. So we should probably unlock this first, which is fine. But I need to run over here real quick and pull these out. So we'll do that. Perfect. So it's going to make that stuff. Let's work towards coal power, because I feel like that would be a really good choice. All right, coal. Let's see where you're at, dear coal. Where's our nearest coal supply? Far, seemingly. This is not good. Okay. So there's our little map there. You can see us. Perfect. And not good. Normal, purity. Yeah, okay. So how far is that? That's that direction. Okay. So a direction we have not really gone yet. We're going to have to take power with us, too. This is the unfortunate thing about coal, is it needs a little bit of a kickstart for everything. So let me just kind of round up what I think I need, and then we'll be good to go. So I'm on my way now to some coal, and I've stumbled upon... Oh, if I can try not to die, that would be lovely. Stumbled upon one of these, and... I haven't seen one yet, and I've actually forgotten they were in the game. Just give me these bits here. So these are like crashed storage things. Hello, please stay away from me. And you can open the drop pod if you provide the correct things. So it needs 9 modular frames, and comically, is this 9 modular frames? Amazing, it's 12. Usually that doesn't happen, but we love when it does. So sometimes these have power requirements. Sometimes they have, you know, items that it wants that we don't have. So we just kind of mark them and then we go after it. But for this one, looky, we're good. And these are used at the MAM, and they give us certain buffs and bonuses. I forget exactly.
Data on the hard drive has been salvaged,
yeah, there you go,
and can be repurposed to unlock an alternate recipe. Salvaging more hard drives will provide additional alternate recipes.
So, yes, that's right. Alternate recipes. I was wondering when that was going to come into play here. So, you can unlock different recipes for things. For example, one thing I can remember is using caterium wiring for making electrical cables, for example. So that was one of the ones that I can kind of recall. I don't know if that's exactly true, but that's what I think. So anyway, we're very nearly there. I need to get up here, though. You, come with me. So it appears I need to get up here by the looks of things, and I'm just going to do that, and of course we're going to have to use a little conveyor friend. There we go. Sometimes this is how I make bridges, you know, it's the easiest way to get around sometimes is to have and build just some new conveyors. And is that our coal deposit down there? What are you? That looks like an iron deposit, so we've got coal right there. Some coal off in that direction and that direction. I'm going to go for that one. And I'm going to just... It seems that I need to do something like this, unfortunately. Okay, there we go. Now we've made a little bridge up. So this works. And put that down there. And we're going to go all the way down there. Ah, excellent. We got another little power slug here. Snag. Oh, not enough space? My life is filled with lies. I feel like I can get rid of this 17er here. There you go. Come here. Give me power slug power. Excellent. Love power slugs. It's the best slug in the game. Power slugs. There are different colors too. I think there's purple, red, well, blue, purple, red, and yellow? Anyway, I'm here. We're at the coal. We've got a beautiful little nodule of coal here. And are they down here, the two extra ones? If I hit that again. Oh, they're right beside each other. Maybe I should grab those ones instead. And what is this thing here? There seems to be a node right here of something. It's not coal, though, that I can tell. Oh, God. It is hostile, though. It is hostile. Ugh. I hate this. It kills me. What are you? Copper. Oh, very nice. Well, now that that's dead, I can get rid of one of these. I don't need them. They take up too much space. But I should heal up as well. That's something I should definitely do. Let me just replace that. Eat some of these. And I'm just kind of looking around, getting a little bit of figuring out a little bit of the land. I wonder if I could just run around that way and not have to go over the mountain like that. I mean, that's what we've done. So I'm just going to have to deal with it for the power situation. So we can set that one up there. But really, I think those ones are probably going to be the main ones that we want to use here. Now, we do need to build a water supply. So, let's see what that might look like. So, rivers do not commonly suffice. So, this is one of the interesting things here. This body of water will not do. So, we're going to have to go all the way over there, I'd imagine, to get the water. So, let's do that part first. Okay, that's not that bad. That isn't that bad. We can... We'll take it from here. That way I can try and avoid using some pumps. Water extractor. Can't afford. I need copper sheets. I knew coming here would have been a bad idea. I'm just a goof. Let me see. Can I just manufacture those here? It's wild what a couple of minutes can do. I've got our miner set up and we're splitting it 2 separate ways to 2 separate smelters to 2 separate constructors. And we are building copper sheets. Why are you building copper sheets? No power. No power. You know, I'm a liar, folks. I'm a liar. I thought I powered this up. Clearly, I made a mistake. But anyway, now they're both running. So we've got 2 copper sheet makers here going ham using the full capacity of that. So this little storage unit will be filled with these beautiful copper sheets because we need those in order to make a pipeline. So what I'm going to do now is we're going to just kind of explore our options here. We are down here. So this is us down right at the bottom there. And we need to bring power over here. So I mean, hooking it up with those current power lines that we've got is fine, but I think a ground route would ultimately be beneficial to us later on. I'm wondering if I build the power area somewhere, because we can ship the water, we can ship the coal over to kind of a designated power place, I guess, like a power plant, in order to kind of keep things organized and a little bit cleaner and make life easier. And actually, hey, you get away from me. I'm busy explaining stuff. That's what you get. Okay. Alright, back to what I was saying. Yeah, see, so we could just run along here. We could put it over here somewhere. I would like it close to the water. Because what I'm remembering is that, yeah, maybe just, honestly, maybe just right here, and the coal can come in. Because what I was going to say is I'm remembering that the water was a real issue. Pumping the water up and over took some time. So let's just build something here. We'll put down some foundations. I know it's not going to line up with our current base, but that's okay. Let's just make it right here. How about that? And so we'll end up putting the power plants on here, and this way we can manage things. So we're getting to that point of the game now where it's important for us to... Clear my way. It's important for us to start being a little bit more efficient, being more specific with how we're doing things, making sure we're not wasting any resources. That is crucial now, especially as we're looking at getting water and stuff, because this is where things begin to get more complicated, and we want to avoid waste and avoid complication. Okay, so here's our first water extractor here. So they can do a max flow rate of 600 a minute. I believe, if memory serves me correct, this can do, so there you go, 300 a minute. So in theory we could split it, but I don't actually know. Oh yeah, we've got 2. So anyway, we're currently limited by this pipeline. So once we get an upgraded pipeline, we'll be able to do more. And I'm just going to build out one of these coal generators temporarily. We'll figure it out in a second. We'll probably move it. But here we are with this as well. So this bad boy here would consume probably... Oh, there you go. 45 a minute. So, you know, 300... yeah, there's your max flow rate, but there you go. That's how much it would actually be producing, sorry. So this could support about 4 right off the bat. This being able to support a pretty high flow rate. So we could support 4 of these, and this could produce 75 watts of power. I believe that is more than what we're currently working with, so that's always good. Now, I'm thinking I had them, my design before, I had them facing that way. So I'm just wondering, maybe I do the same type of design here as well. So I've decided I'm going to leave ample room between them. I know this might make a large footprint, so it might make this a little bit bigger, but for now I don't really mind. I remember when I did this one time, it was quite significant, the issue with having it, you know, not have ample room. So I'm going to play it careful. I'm going to play it safe. And we're just going to line things up here to make it a little bit easier as well on us. Now, while I'll admit this is certainly taking up a lot of room, this is so clean. You know, if I was looking back at my other one was super duper tight and it was very efficient space-wise. But I don't want to be reliant on coal anyway. We're going to try and get some, you know, geothermal going at some point. But this is so clean, so easy right now. I know some of it, I will admit, I know some of it is not perfect because if we're producing too much coal, for example, or too little coal, this will become an issue as this one or the ones at the start will get more coal. So we're just going to need to be careful with it. But right now, because we're only using 2, it isn't a problem. So we're going to continue onwards. I'm very pleased. I've got the pipeline set up. We got the splitters there. We have little step ladders up. And now we just need to kind of hook things up to power. So right now we still only have Mark 1 poles, which is kind of shitty, but it is what it is. We'll have to make do with what we've got here. And I'm going to need to hook this up to, let's just, yeah, let's do this for now. I'll try and keep things centered somewhat. And then move this over here to that one. Do we have another? Okay, you can hook up to that too. Okay, great. I'm actually going to take you and hook you up there just for sanity's sake. Thus far, excellent. Now let's go deal with some coal acquisition. So, you know, right now it isn't. I'm not gonna worry. Actually, I was thinking about, you know, fussing there, but not a big deal. I am going to acquire coal, and coal is this away. I don't really want to fight that, but I might have to. Please don't engage with me. That's all I ask. The other thing that I love to do in this game, I really want to build a train line. If you've been on the channel with me, you know, you'll know that I do enjoy myself some trains. They are a very fun mode of transportation, and it would be hilarious if I could make a system that heavily relies on trains. I think that would make my day. I don't know why I've never played a train simulator game. I feel like that would be a lot of fun. So let me know if that's something you want to see. Some train sim, you know? Oh gosh. Hey, fellas. I find this mighty fine disrespectful at the moment. I'm not here for your shenanigans. We haven't died yet, actually. So, when you die, you drop your stuff in a little chest, then you have to go back and collect it. Come here, you. In case you weren't familiar with that portion. But yeah, that is a thing that we can do. As well as perish. I don't want to, but I can. Now, here's what we're going to do. We're going to not do that. We need to put in a couple more miners. So I'm thinking we'll just do it kind of dirty like that. Face them the same way. And then throw them. Is 1 too much for this? Oh, you need power. Yeah, that'll help. Power line, come with me. Right here. Boom and boom. That connect? What's going on? Are you not hooked up to power? Did I screw up? This is what I was afraid of. Was that, yeah, okay. The grid shutting down. But it's okay. Say less, say no more. Temporary biomass friend. So this, I will hook you in. And, you know, this is why you always carry a little bit of extra biomass on you. Bam. So that should be okay. We've got max consumption is pretty high. Not great, but the capacity is going to be able to hold off. So listen, this is going to start producing coal. You're going to do good work. Okay, excellent. And then somewhere in between, we're going to just have to put in some coal storage. So I'm thinking right in this section, Now, you don't have to put one of these in. I'm just putting it in as kind of a little bit of overflow, a little bit of a buffer. So if we've got any excess, it will simply just go in there. And the reason why it's so far away is just because we're going to be expanding, and I'm not going to fiddle with that for a while. I already know. And I'm more likely to add another one of these in first on either end. So this is good. I'm pleased so far, but we need to hook this whole thing up to the power system so that we can begin pumping water. And this is also going to be the moment of truth. Will the water pump itself? Might be a weird statement, but is the water pump thing that is currently present good enough? Can it handle itself? Or am I going to need to put in an extra pump to pump the water up because I made it too high or something? We don't know. I don't know. The whole world doesn't know. But we'll find out in like 2.5 seconds. Also, there's something else I want to talk about. It is the... So, coal can be manufactured into an even richer form of fuel, which burns better. It lasts longer. It produces more electricity. And what I'm doing here, and this is kind of dumb, but honestly it is what it is, because we have only a couple power generators set up right now, and I'm only putting in, you know, a little bit of coal. I'm going to store some of that coal as well, because if I was producing more, what I could be doing, like if I was using a lot here, what we could be doing instead is throwing in Mark IIs. Now, I was only, you know, not doing it because I didn't have a whole bunch of those plates, but Mark IIs could be used to throw things in these faster. So it could throw coal in this stuff faster, and then it would, you know, burn faster if it needed to burn. So taking a look at this, you can see where water is just based on it moving around. In this side, yeah, we've got some water, so there is a little bit of water going in. It seems that they're both full, and the coal's coming in. So I think consumption 45 a minute, and then that's flow rate is pretty all right. Okay, good. So that's what I needed to know. I needed to know, can it handle this thing? Can that, what is this, an extractor? Is that what it's called? Let me get the name right. The water extractor. Can the water extractor handle this little up that I did? Because if I went too high up, it wouldn't have been able to handle it, and we would have had to put in one of these things, which is fine, but it requires a little bit more power, which, you know, I don't really care to do. So anyway, looking at this now, we have some consumption resolved. Our capacity is 340, but what we need to do now is kind of discuss here. We've got a capacity, a real capacity of coal of 150. So between the two of them, it's 150 to cover that off. And then if we go and check the biomass burner here, each of them does 30. So I'm going to remove that one from the system. So we're still good. But that does mean that when I remove those, we will need more coal. So this bad boy can handle the two of those totally fine. With ease, actually. And it's kind of producing and spitting out, you know, with good efficiency. So it can handle 2. It might be able to handle 3. So it's producing 60. I think if memory serves correct, these consume 20. Oh, they consume 15. So actually, what I could be doing is setting up 2 more coal generators on both sides, and it would be able to be supported by that and by the water supply. So let me just do that real quick, secure the power supply, and then we can deal with biomass generator removal, and we won't need to deal with those ever again. Alright, so I mean, listen, I had to make so many trips back and forth in order to get 2 of these up, and then I was doing some weird stuff because I like symmetry. However, symmetry makes no sense if it's going to be more difficult. So I was trying to line these up with each other. Wasn't working because these were all wonky and it was too close and everything was like moving around strange. But then I was like, you know what? I could just move it over a little and then put in another pipe separator. So that's what I did. Hello. And now we've got, you know, 4 of these going. Our production is high, our capacity is high, and what we're gonna do is I think these just run, and if I'm not mistaken, the others will turn on if I need them. So the coal generators will just continue to burn, and I think the biomass generators may automatically turn off, and if they don't, I'm gonna go delete them, because I don't want to be wasting biomass for no reason. Now, this is not the most effective system. You know, we've only got 4 going. I can support more. Obviously, I think I can support up to 8. But right now, the 4 is what we got. So, let me run back. Oh, actually, wait. Let me grab the copper. And then we're going to run back. Now, I would also like to move the copper sheets closer to home. But that might prove a little bit difficult because I'm out of sheets. So, not going too great there. Not going too great. But hey, we set up power. That's all that's important. Alright, so we've made it back now. And, you know, it's good. It's nice and smooth. I'm happy. We've got the power kind of sorted out. So this does mean that I am able to, well, one, what do you need? Oh, you need regular biomass. That's right. Do I craft? Can I craft? Not enough space in inventory. Ah, amazing. Just what I always wanted to hear. Let me put this little slug in here. And I think I can craft a little bit of biomass just so that we can, you know, have some biomass left over. I'm not going to create the solid biomass. We're just going to throw it in there. Also, the micella. I figured out where the little shroomy friends come from, and I'm very pleased with myself. They come from, there are things that look like rocks. Where are they? Can I see any? Those things right there. They can be chopped up with a chainsaw, because that makes sense. And so I was doing that in between episodes as well, which is why we've got so much extra biomass, because those make wonderful amounts of biomass. So you'll see I just moved some stuff in there. I want to take a look at the MAM here, see if there's anything that we can research. Nutrients, cost of 2. Oh, wait a second. I just put 2 of those in here because it was the first time I saw some, so I was like, I'm not going to eat those. Let's throw that in here. No, not alien organisms. Not Caterium. Where am I going? Nutrients. There we go. And so we'll get the shrooms soon, and then we'll be able to unlock some more stuff. Can't afford. That's fine. Because look, there's all of these things that we can get in here. I was doing a little bit of research while I was here. In between, and there as well we can make quick wire, and I could make a zip line soon, which would be really, really helpful for us. So what I think I'm going to do is we're going to begin the production of Caterium and, you know, do that process here. There's also inflated pocket dimension as well, which requires 3 protein and 1,000 wire. So that we can do, and then there's also hard drives as well. So once we grab the hard drives, we'll be good. But I'm going to run over to the Caterium here. Oh, and I need some more of these plates. So let's grab that. Let's go over here. We're going to have it start actually producing Caterium. And then we got to do a little bit of that research, because what's happening is my inventory is getting too full. And going off on those longer journeys makes it more difficult for me to complete things if my inventory is so small, because then I have to keep running back and forth, and we don't have a tube system yet. So if we had a tube system, things would be a little bit better. I thought you were supposed to be dead if I built things near you. Stop that. Also, boop. Mercer Sphere. I don't know what these do. I don't remember. But I've collected it. Tell me secrets. What have I done? Have I done good things? So far, no. Apparently not. Anyway, the sun is rising. Life is doing good things. Oh, God, look at the light. Let me create... Oh, well, wait. Can I not create... Oh, I need the... Oh, I need a bunch of those first. So actually, you can see I did set this up, and we've got quite a bit of Caterium ready. Back we go. All right, so Caterium, here we go. Let's start the research here pretty quick. Pretty quick business there. Quick wire done. Excellent. Now we just need to make a bunch of it. Actually, can I make 100 real quick and then research the zip line? Because I just want it so badly. So let's just do this real quick, and then I'll go and tell that to construct more. All right, so that's all done. Let me research this zip line. Oh goodness, this is gonna make my day a little bit easier. Perfect. Excellent. So there are more electronics and things to unlock, and I might do that in between. The zip line, however, it requires quick wire and a Xeno zapper, so an extra zapper. Oh, they're pretty easy to make. Okay, so I can just make one here, and then could I possibly make one? Let's just dump 2 of those in there. Could I possibly make enough of these? Would I need 50? Excellent. I love this. This is great. Gosh. That's what we always need. So I think if you put that in your hands, if I'm not mistaken, it functions like this. Yes, perfect. So I can now use this to traverse the land. So let me show you what I mean. So I can do that. And then if you jump, if you're smart enough, I was not very smart there, you can jump and grab onto the next one. It just requires a little bit of finessing there. There you go. And it's a lot faster than using those there. So it's much easier for me to travel now using these. And I think it needs to have a power source. So if it's dead, it's not going to do the trick. So let's put in the quick wire. There you go. This will produce quick wire going forward, which is excellent. And the quick wire is going to go all the way down there into storage. Now, as we showed with the copper back over there, this has the capacity to handle delivery to 2 smelters. So 2 smelters plus the plus one of these basically. So, you know, we will need to expand kind of all of the systems as we go along, because it's not wasting power, but it is making it take more time. So if we actually had it set up properly, it would function a little bit better. So with that, I think kind of what I gotta do is collect more resources, kind of finesse some stuff a little bit better, make things a bit more efficient in order to get the next objectives done. So in between episodes, I may work a little bit on improving some of this, maybe cleaning some stuff up. But I don't really want to leave you folks aside, you know? I want you to kind of join me along as we go through, but I do want to be producing things in between so that it makes our lives easier for the next episode. So let me know what you want to see down below. Let me know what you want me to do as well, because it's all about bringing you along for the adventure. Oh, yes, and right before I sign off as well, they did announce that the update is coming. The final release, number 1, is finally coming out. The game will be out of early access in September, so of course we got to do a bunch of stuff between now and then before it comes out. We got 2 months to do this. We got 2 months to finish this whole game before we need to start a new one with the update. So do let me know what you folks want to see. Let me know if you've enjoyed. Leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and as always, thank you for stopping by. happy you did, and I'll see you next time.